kuunganisha kuweza kuziondoa wanabeki KCB. Tembeza lakini kazi kutu imefanywa naye
Hey everyone, and welcome to your weekly roundup of everything happening in the Kenyan Premier League. We're here to break down all the action, all the drama, and everything you need to know from the pitch. I'm your host Paul Last Hope, and we're jumping straight in. Welcome to Bal na Bal, Kenyan League Review. So, maybe you had a busy weekend, maybe you missed some of the action. Don't you worry, we've got you covered. We're going to get you all caught up on the big results and what it all means for the league. Alright, first things first. Let's get right into the results from this past Saturday, December 16th, and it was a day of two totally different stories. One game was a super tight defensive battle, and the other was just an absolute goal fest. You had Posta Rangers and Bandari who fought it out to a 0-0 draw. I mean, it was a real tactical chess match where both defenses were just on lockdown. But the game everyone was talking about, that was the thriller between KCB and APS Bomet. That's right, six goals found the back of the net in that one. This wasn't just a football match, it was a huge statement, an unbelievable goal fest that really makes you wonder, was KCB's attack just that good, that unstoppable, or did Bomet's defense just completely fall apart? Yeah, it's safe to say this 6-goal thriller absolutely lit up the weekend. KCB walked away with a massive 4-2 win, grabbing those 3 points in some serious style, and they sent a message to the rest of the league, our offense is for real. And in a league this competitive, a result like that is just huge. But for anyone who's kind of new to the KPL, or maybe just needs a quick refresher on the big picture, what's everyone really fighting for? Let's do a quick breakdown of the league by the numbers. So, the KPL, this is it. This is the absolute pinnacle of professional football in Kenya. It's the top flight where 18 different clubs, each with their own passionate fans and rich history, go head-to-head all season long to be the best. And believe me, the stakes could not be higher. With 18 teams in the mix, the pressure is always on. At the bottom of the table, 2 clubs face the absolute heartbreak of being relegated down to the National Super League. But at the very top, that's where the ultimate prize is waiting, a ticket to represent Kenya in the CAF Champions League. This right here perfectly captures the league's amazing dynamic. On one side, you've got the reigning champs, Kenya Police, who just won their very first title, incredible achievement. And on the other, you have the absolute titans of the league, Gor Mahia FC, sitting on a staggering 21 titles. It's that classic storyline, right? The giants versus the newcomers. It's what makes every season so exciting. Okay, so that brings us to what's just around the corner, because the action in the KPL, it never stops. So let's look ahead to some of the key matches that you're definitely not going to want to miss this week. We have got some huge games on the schedule. You'll want to keep an eye on Gor Mahia taking on a tough Kakamega Homeboys side. Then you've got the champs, Kenya Police, getting tested by Muraga Seal. AFC Leopards have a big one against Ulinzi Stars. And then, get this, just 2 days later, they have to turn right around and face Bidco. What a packed schedule. So with all these massive matchups coming our way, the big question is, who do you think is going to come out on top? Are the Giants going to hold strong, or are we about to see some major upsets that could just shake up the entire league table? It is all to play for. The only thing we know for sure is that we're in for another wild week of Kenyan football. Let's take a break. We will be right back.
Julius Masaba. Temeki, Julius Masaba. Anawapa furaha Igwe. Anawapa raha Igwe Yola. Chui ametoa kucha zake. Kucha zinazopita katika ngozi ya kuwa imekauka shambona. James Kenyan Chui. Analeta tena ndani kwa Kuchani. Ndio lake Victor Mune Uchami. Hakuweza kulenga lango ndio. James Kenyan Chui. Partnership bora hii. Tutaiona pia msimu huu ndani ya Igwe. Nimeona Rani Bakari. Pasi na kiwanja kwa Mosti. Mosti. Sakono ameambiwa mechi timu zote zisitatize, ila FC Leopards jamani. Julius Masaba teketu unapotoka kumanika shari amepiga mcheze ameishia kupaisha tu wamerudi na majonzi, walikuja wakiwa na furaha, wanarudi wakiwa na karaha, wamelitua jiji. Julius Masaba Ma7 amefanya kazi kuntu kabisa, production imekuwa bora kabisa.
Welcome back to Bal na Bal, Kenya Premier League Review. You know, sometimes all it takes is one game, one single result to turn the entire title race completely on its head. Today, we're unpacking a massive momentum shift that is shaking up the entire league. That quote right there from our AFC Leopards coach, Fred Anichi Boni, it perfectly sums up our theme today. Momentum. The Mashemeji Derby. We all know it. The biggest rivalry in Kenyan football. It wasn't just about 3 points this time. No way. It sent shockwaves through the league, giving some teams this incredible boost while, well, sounding the alarm for others. So let's break down how that one result is redefining this whole title race. So, the 98th Mashemeji Derby was way more than just a game. A AFC Leopards victory over their arch rivals Gor Mahia was a huge statement. But you know what? The story off the pitch was just as powerful, and it created this fascinating contrast of what Kenyan football can be and what it really should be. Get this, 7.5 million shillings. That was the gate collection from the derby alone. Now, this isn't just some big number to throw around. It's proof. It's proof that when you create a safe, well-managed, and just a vibrant atmosphere, the fans will show up. It shows that good business and good football can absolutely go hand in hand. Honestly, this was the real victory of the day. For once, a match with stakes this high was all about color and song and just pure passion, not the chaos or aggression we've sometimes seen. The energy inside Nyayo Stadium was electric, and the crucial part, it was positive. This right here sets a new benchmark for what fan culture in Kenya can look like. But let's not forget the flip side, because this slide puts it in pretty stark contrast. The celebration at Nyayo feels like it's a world away from the violence we saw recently at Gusii Stadium, where Shabana fans actually assaulted Gor Mahia supporters. So this presents a critical choice, really a crossroads for the future of Kenyan football. Will other clubs follow AFC Leopards' blueprint, or are they going to stay stuck in the shadows of the past? It's a serious question. So while the Giants were battling it out in the derby, other teams have been quietly seizing the opportunity, and there are two clubs in particular who are absolutely flying right now, capitalizing on all this uncertainty: KCB and Tusker. Man, just look at this incredible journey for KCB. A few weeks ago, they were in a serious slump, losing 3 straight. Then came the turning point, that hard-fought 1-1 draw against a really tough Bandari side. And ever since that match, it's like a switch flipped. They've been transformed to going on a 6-game unbeaten run and picking up some huge wins. Believe me, they're quickly becoming a genuine threat. And who's driving this thing? Well, you're going to want to keep an eye on these names. Stephen Ocheng and Jack Ochella were massive in that big win against Ulinzi. And guys like Dennis Maruti and Isa Kaha have been delivering the goods consistently. This is a team that's found its rhythm at the perfect time. Now let's talk about the Brewers. To really understand Tusker's rise, you have to remember where they were last season. They suffered a humiliating 7-1 defeat. This season, they're one of the most disciplined, most formidable teams in the entire league. It just goes to show you how quickly fortunes can change in this sport. Their recent form, it just speaks for itself. That clinical 2-0 win over Sofapaka wasn't just sweet revenge for last season. It literally launched them into second place, level 1 point with the league leaders. Their climb up the table has been quiet, it's been methodical, and it has been incredibly effective. So what's behind this amazing turnaround? According to their head coach, Charles Oker, it's about belief. His faith-driven philosophy and those post-game prayers have become a symbol of the team's renewed spirit. It's a really fascinating insight into the mentality that's fueling their title charge. The drama isn't just on the pitch. You know, the battle for supremacy in the KPL is also being fought in the boardrooms and in the stands. So let's look at a major financial victory and then revisit that critical issue of fan safety. 5 million shillings. While Gor Mahia may have lost the derby on the pitch, they scored a massive victory off of it. This is the value of their brand new sponsorship deal, a huge injection of cash that gives them some really crucial stability. And this is a smart partnership. It runs all the way through 2026 season, and it covers everything from jersey branding to community programs. But most importantly, it helps the club move beyond just relying on ticket sales. It's creating a more sustainable financial model that frankly other clubs should be watching very, very closely. So what does all this mean? You've got a revitalized AFC Leopard, a consistent KCB, a resilient Tusker, and a financially strong Gor Mahia. What you get is one of the most exciting and unpredictable title races we've seen in years. It's setting up for an incredible finish. This chart says it all, doesn't it? Just look at how tight it is at the top. You have Kenya Police and Tusker locked on 21 points, with Gor Mahia breathing down their necks just 1 single point behind. Every match, every single point from here on out is absolutely massive. The leaders, Kenya Police, they can't afford to slip up, not for a second. They have AFC Leopards riding this huge wave of confidence from the derby, KCB in the form of their lives, and a financially secure Gor Mahia, all chasing them down. The pressure right now is just immense. That leaves us with this final question. We all know form is temporary, but mental strength, that's what wins championships. With the margins this thin, the team that lifts the trophy won't just be the most talented, but the one with the steel to handle all this pressure. Who do you think has what it takes? Leave a comment below and a like. See you next time, and follow us on YouTube and subscribe.